Welcome to the second semifinals match of the National Developmental Sports League Volleyball Series 2025. It's a battle between Team Leon and DHTSI. Introducing our officials for this match. First referee, Bobby Celso, National Referee. Second referee, Jofer Educado, National Referee. And now, presenting the starters. First, for Team Leon. Beginning with their setter, number 21, Venice Puzon. Middle blocker, number 20, Shirley Salamagos. Outside hitter, number 11, Joan Calpes. Outside hitter, number 10, Junela Sebastian. Outside hitter, number 6, Eureka Eslapor. Opposite hitter, number 12, Ja Cunyada. And their libero, number 22, Maria Teresa Faminiano. The head coach of Team Leon, Michael Carino. And now introducing the starters for DHTSI. Beginning with their setter, number 13, Lara May Clavano. Outside hitter, number 19, Abigail Nuval. Middle blocker, number 5, Tony Nitura. Outside hitter, number 11, Shika Jin Espinosa. Outside hitter, number 4, Javen Sabas. Opposite hitter, number 18, Danica Gendrauli. And their libero, number 16, Aubrey Rose Torzar. And their head coach, Roberto Javier. Best of luck to both teams.
As we have the starters for both teams here in this third match of the day, the semifinals in the women's division, determining who will go up against the AFB Lady Gunner. It's DHTSI going up against Team Leon. And we're happy to have you here with us at the Playtime FILOIL Center in San Juan. My name is Joel Parcon alongside my partner. And we've got Tati Dulce. And later on, we will hear from Andrea Veloso. Tati, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Sir Joel. It's been a long day. There was a long gap in our semifinals, but I'm pretty excited for this one because, you know, DHTSI is one to beat, but I'm sure Team Leon, especially led by Team Captain Puzon, will show us a little bit of something today.
Exactly. In their elimination matchup last July 29, it was a 5-setter.
Yes.
Won by DHTSI, and Judiel Nitura, the younger Nitura, was hailed as the standout spiker of the game. Let's see, but she is coming off the bench as she usually does, but her older sister, Tony Nitura, who also usually comes off the bench, is starting for today. Here's Tony, and she gets the first point for DHTSI.
Just speaking about Tony Natura, middle blocker. You know, I feel like we're going to see a lot of her quick attacks, especially with Clavano as her setter.
Danica Gendrauli with the serve. Here's Sebastian. Puzon once again with another set, and it is dropped by Calpes. And now serving for Team Leon, it is Eureka Eslapor. One player of the game and was hailed as player of the game in their last game, as there is an attack error there for DHTSI, giving Team Leon the point. She commits an error on her own, a service error.
Both teams are starting off with errors. Let's see if we can gain more attack points as we move on in this set. But I believe with Clavano and Puzon going against each other, the battle of the setters, we'll see whether or not that makes a huge difference.
Cunyada misses there. She is one of the difference makers as well, but not from the setter. That's another error, an attack error, as that hit by Nuval went long.
Well, they are just warming up, Sir Joel.
It is warm enough, Tati.
A bit too warm.
A pleasant afternoon, of course, to everyone watching, whether it is on in the YouTube channel or in the Facebook page of the National Developmental Sports League Volleyball Series and Nudge Plus. Service ace for Nuval.
You know, you really see a difference in aggression from last game to this game. You know, in men's volleyball, they're like dying for every single ball. But you see how women's volleyball is more chill and more loose rather than men's.
Sabas saying, "What do you mean more loose, Tati?"
I stand corrected, Sabas. My bad.
Sabas slapping that ball to oblivion. And that is a service error for Nuval. And that is another error for Team Leon. Clavano serving. And they are just exchanging errors right now. And finally, a service ace for Clavano. As we head to our first technical timeout, 8-4 is the score in favor of DHTSI. We'll be back.
Volleyball man o basketball, may makikita kang isa sa magkakapatid na Nitura at dalawa nga rito sa NDSL Volleyball, sina Tony at Judiel Nitura playing for the DHTSI. Dalawa sa anim na magkakapatid sina Tony at Judiel, parehas nga na mahilig sa volleyball pero ito ang unang pagkakataon na maging magkakampi sila at dream come true nga raw to para sa kanilang dalawa. Because as the oldest sibling, Tony said with a big age gap, this rarely happens since all of his younger siblings are still playing in college. Kaya laking pasasalamat na lang din ni Tony at ni Judiel for this NDSL opportunity. Bilang mga student athletes, hindi talaga madali na magtugma-tukba ang kanilang mga schedule. So if there's a chance at home, they make sure they eat together, talk, and play with their dogs. A simple but solid way to catch up and bond as siblings. Back to you guys.
Yeah, thank you for that report. Andrea Velosa, the third member of our panel. Magandang gawain nga naman yan for siblings, no, to continue that connection.
Yes. Especially easier for you to train at home as well.
As S. Lapor gets that off the block. The score is 9-6 in favor of DHTSI. Espinosa will now serve. Here's S. Lapor once again. Sabas is short on that hit.
You know, Team Leon needs to become more aggressive right now because DHTSI is really pushing on their offense. Leon's defense isn't bad after all. It's just the amount of effort they're putting in now in terms of attack.
We'll see what Coach Mackey will do, as that was a little low on the set, an attack error.
Hopefully, Team Leon doesn't depend just on DHTSI's errors. And as for DHTSI, we'll see whether or not they can continue their floor defense right now against Team Leon before they get more aggressive as the game goes on. Like that.
That's a service ace for Salamagos.
Salamagos, a really good middle blocker too for Team Leon.
Let's take another look at that play. Hindi na lang talaga na ihabol ni Torvar.
She did really well in the last game too.
There's a good reception. And that is Hendrauli putting it away.
She's a new face, I believe.
We haven't really seen her.
But it looks so effortless when she spiked.
Sabas will serve. There's the set by Puzon. S. Lapor. Checked. Here's Hendrauli once again. And S. Lapor rediscovering her strength.
Torzar a bit struggling there a bit with defense against uh, Team Leon's attacks right now.
Chance for Team Leon to tie it up. Noval. No good. Puzon back to S. Lapor. The drop this time. Clavano is there to pick it up. Noval will give it up. Chance ball. Calpes, that's in. Score is tied at 11 all. Umikot na ang serve na kay Venice Puzon na ulit. And a drop ball there by Hendrauli.
Hendrauli saw that opening there. No one in Team Leon really went to get it. There was a hesitation in the back line as well.
Here's Puzon with a set for Sebastian. Ball is still live. Calpes straight into the hands of Clavano. That negates her as a setter. Eslapor blocked by Nitura. Napangiti dun si Tony. Good save by, good dig there by Torzar. Rally is still ongoing. Sabas. Chance ball for them. Here's Tony.
Nitura knew how to end that play with that quick play. Good on Clavano, also thinking quick on her feet when that free ball came.
And Gendrauli. Good serve. Sebastian, strong attack. Nitura saying that she did not check that ball. And DHTSI going on a 3-point run right now. They're up by 3, 14-11.
Hopefully Team Leon doesn't do what they did last time where they allowed DHTSI to pull away before it was too late.
Puzon setting Eslapor, and that's short.
They're making a lot of errors for a team that, you know, that is supposed to be finding their footing by now, actually. Especially since their attackers are really good.
We'll see if that will get any better as the match continues. And that is in for Calpes.
On the line, attack there for Calpes, getting by the blockers of DHTSI.
It is now 12 serving 15. Eslapor with service duties. Nitura cross and gets it. I have a feeling that they've been saving Tony Nitura for a long run here in this playoffs as we go to the second technical timeout. Score is 16-12 in favor of DHTSI. We'll be back. Tony Nitura, she has come alive here in the semifinals. Venice Puzon setting it up. Ball is still live. Chance ball for DHTSI. Clavano with the opportunity. The running attack is checked. Cunyada, that's wide.
Natura celebrating a lot there for that point.
And she will continue to serve. Here's Calpes, gets it through the defense.
Calpes consistently getting points there for Team Leon.
She now has 4. As if Sean has checked into the match. And that is long for Noval. Back-to-back points for Team Leon, keeping them close. It's just a 3-point lead for DHTSI, 17-14. Here's Espinosa trying to get it to that small nook. Clavano with a 1-2, no go. Calpes with a drop.
Good attempt there for a pancake by the libero of DHTSI. You know, they're just warming up, stretching their limbs. Both teams here in set 1 of the semifinals.
Closely contested set.
Yes.
2-point lead for
Yes.
DHTSI. Espinosa with the power. And the line referee says it is off the touch. So point goes to Espinosa and DHTSI. Noval with a serve. Here's Calpes once again. Sabas with a strong hit. Cunyada for Leon, and that's in. As a substitution, Orendain and Tupas check in for Calpes and Puzon. Tupas. Here's Sabas once again. Tupas setting it up for Cunyada, blocked. Salamagos. No go there. Here's Cunyada once again. She has not gotten her offense going. That is out. And point will go to Team Leon.
You know, nobody's really pulling away in this game. Very close match. I think all the games today were very close matches.
Well, these are the top 4 teams of each division. We expect them to be at that certain level. And that is Noval getting it in the middle of the pack.
Nice floor defense there for Hendrauli. All the way from Cebu.
May kababayan.
You're from Cebu?
Yes, I am. Here is Clavano. Tupa setting it up for Cunyada once again. A little awkward on that hit. And Orendain couldn't measure that hit properly. As a timeout is called on the floor. Score is 17-20, 20-17 in favor of DHTSI. We'll be back. As we take a look at some fans, I wonder which team they're rooting for. They should stand up and show their loyalty. And Anyway, score is 20-17, 3-point lead in favor of DHTSI. Clavano with the serve. Here's Orenda in off the block.
Orenda in, not coming from the first 6, but coming in and showing what she's got, per usual. Still a major attacker of Team Leon.
Cutting that lead down to 2. Good swipe there. Espinosa doing her own impression of an off the block score.
Espinosa now in the back line. 3 spikers still for DHTSI.
Lapor sends it over. Here's the set. And Rowley and Acepcion couldn't control that.
Hendrauli really being utilized by Clavano this game. We haven't seen a lot of Hendrauli in the past games, but now she's showing us what she's got. It's good to know that she caught up in the semifinals.
I think she started playing in their last elimination game. As that is another error. As the timeout is called, the score is 23-18 in favor of DHTSI. We'll be back. And DHTSI enjoying a 5-point lead at the moment. Team Leon wants to claw their way back into this. Ball is live. Here's Orenda in once again. Cross. And that's on the line. Team Leon is still in this.
Still fighting and not letting go, Team Leon.
They know how important getting that first set is. Salamagos serving. Here's Sabas with the drop. No. Cuñada will send it over. Chance ball. But they get it. No, it goes out. I didn't quite see the angle. So that is a point for Team Leon. So it is now 23-20. This is, of course, the matchup between ranked number 2 DHTSI and ranked number 3 Leon. Earlier today, the first game was ranked number 1 AFP taking out ranked number 4 Benilde Quezon. Here's the setup. Orenda in. That's wide. Set point for DHTSI. They have 4 set points. Sabas will serve. Acepcion tries to get it into that niche. Stronger attack on the second try by Acepcion. Still no go. Hendrauli still in play. Here's Noval with the attack. Hendrauli once again. Checked by Cuñada. Lapor with a strong hit. Noval sends it over. 2 pass to Lapor. That's long. And DHTSI takes the first set 25 to 20.
Long rally there by DHTSI and Team Leon. Team Leon kept fighting until the end. Hopefully, we'll see more of that fighting spirit in the second set.
And hopefully it will be successful for them. We'll bring you that second set after this break. We'll be back. As we take a look at the Black Mamba Energy Drink set recap, DHTSI getting that first set 25 to 20. Here are some highlights of that first set. Tati, what did we see?
We saw a lot of great attack points there by DHTSI. Hendrauli actually was really, really good at that for their team. As for Team Leon, they need to work on their defense. They need to work on being more consistent when it comes to their attacks, and both teams need to minimize their errors in a sense that a lot of them were just like free points to the other team. But right now, both teams are doing really well. We'll see whether or not this will be another 5-setter with them, or it'll just be like another game.
And DHTSI, of course, finished second, while Team Leon was third. Magkadikit talaga tong dalawang kupunan na to.
Yes.
All throughout the elimination round. And they are two teams that can challenge. Either one of them can really challenge the unbeaten AFP squad that's already in the finals.
Right, and you know, Team Leon has already proven that age is just a number.
Well, both teams.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
These are both veteran teams.
Right, they are both veteran teams.
Although a little bit younger, just by a little bit, itong DHTSI. And we're just about ready to start the second set. It's Salamagos, Eslapor, Acepcion, Puzon, Cunyada, and Calpes for Team Leon. Meanwhile, for DHTSI, it's Hendrauli, Nitura, Nuval, Clavano, Torzar, and Saba. So it's the same unit for DHTSI. And there you can hear, I hope that you can hear the fans of DHTSI as Calpes once again scoring for Team Leon.
Clavano clearly since a while ago has been calling the plays, doing different hand signals already for her team.
And Puzon saves it, but Calpes is low on that attack.
Immediately apologizing to coach who was standing looking very disappointed in that one.
Here's Hendrauli. Is it Gendrauli or Hendrauli? I'm saying it Hendrauli for some reason. I don't know why. Meanwhile, Eureka Eslapor with another point there for Team Leon. Salamagos slapping that ball hard. But Noval showing that a little bit of finesse can get you the point nonetheless.
That was pretty fire. Bars. Bars.
I didn't know I was rhyming. Because I was just vibing.
Okay.
S. Lapore sends it over. Here's the setup. S. Lapore once again. And that will be a point for Team Leon.
Unfortunately for Clavano, if that was just a little bit more to the left, it would have been better.
And that is Noval with the attack, this time using force. S. Lapore will send it over. Open, it's a chance ball for DHTSI. And Sabas making good on that chance.
Yes, that free ball, and DHTSI really took advantage of that one.
Noval once again on the serve. S. Lapore, she's blocked. And Sabas once again getting through the defense and scoring.
Both setters in the front line may or may not be utilizing the back row now.
Let's see what Puzon does. S. Lapore gets it. Short on the attack this time was Sabas.
A little too low of a set there by Clavano.
Score is 5-3. 2-point lead in favor of DHTSI. Serving for Team Leon. Eureka S. Lapore. Clavano setting it up. Good defense there by Conyada and Salamagos.
You know, DHTSI needs to work on their rebounds, as you call it in basketball. You know, after their blocks, it's very hard for them to receive when the block doesn't do well, which does not help them like in their attack.
Salamagos, good on that defense there. Conyada. Here's a setup. Conyada gets it. Let's see if that will jumpstart her offense. As you mentioned, the coverage of DHTSI needs some work. Here's Eureka S. Lapore. Clavano out of system here. Puzon to Conyada. That's covered by Torzar. Sabas. Good defense. Conyada with a drop, but it is short. Score is tied at 6-all. Clavano with a service, and that's wide. Kicked by Coach Maki Carino as it hit out of bounds.
Speaking of Coach Maki, he's giving instructions to his girls on court.
Closely monitoring, making sure that they are able to perform to the best of their abilities. Here's Acepcion. Attack is checked. So is that one. Sabas, she has made a couple of attack errors now as we head to our first technical timeout. 2-point lead for Team Leon. 8-6. We'll be back.
Eureka Eslapor is back on the indoor court after playing 2 years on the sand for the UP Fighting Maroons. Funny story, nakita lang daw siya ni Coach Maki na bumibili sa tindahan and right there, he invited her to join Team Leon. Sabi ni Eureka, grabe raw yung tiwala ni Coach Maki kasi ang alam lang nito ay naglaro siya for UP, nothing more, yet he still welcomed her to the team. She says she carries the resilience and fighting spirit of a UP graduate on and off the court and maybe yun raw ang nakita ni Coach Maki sa kanya. Aminado siyang mahirap ang adjustment from sand to hard court pero hindi raw siya pinabayaan ng coaches at teammates dito sa NDSL. Now, even if she's with an entirely new team, she's happy to have found her rhythm again with them and with herself on the hard court. Joel and Tati.
And thank you for that report, Andrea. O nga, iba nga naman ang magiging rhythm mo pag galing ka sa beach volleyball, no?
And in a lot of ways, beach volleyball is very different. It's harder, I'd like to say.
Yeah.
2 people on the court, different rules, even different, like a different way of setting. So, you know, people that say like, oh, because you're good at indoor volley, it means you can do beach volley. That is not true. Beach volley is a whole other thing altogether.
But yung maganda naman is nakapag-adjust itong si Eureka.
Right.
As Cha Conyada gets that kill there to give Team Leon back the lead. Venice Puzon now serving. Sabas wanted to get it over the defense. Chance ball here for Team Leon. Puzon setting it up. Acepcion. Good instincts there for Hindrauli, and that is on the line for Sabas, much to the chagrin of Coach Maki Carino. And Palyarca checking in to the set. Sabas will serve. Strong hit by Calpes. And Drauli dropping it once again.
Feminiano tried to get that one, but was late by a split second there.
Here's Sabas with the serve once again. Puzon activating Conyada. And they say that that ball went to the net. Conyada is given a breather. Orendain checks into the game. Puzon setting up Calpes. Hendrauli sending it over to the other side. Nuval, no good. Orendain, good hit, but it's still alive. Nuval, and they couldn't get to it in time. As another timeout is called by Team Leon, the score is 12-9. We'll be back. And DHTSI with 4 straight points are now up by 3, 12-9. Sabas will serve. Here's Orendain. Covered by Palyarca. Here's Hendrauli once again. Momentum obviously on the side of DHTSI. They're now up by 4, 13-9.
Not good for Team Leon, especially as we're closing into the next second technical timeout.
Calpes sends it over. And that is a strong hit by Noval.
We talk about this every game. Volleyball is a game of momentum. Team Leon needs to grab it back now. 2 more points before the next technical timeout for DHTSI.
Noval has been instrumental in this run. Here's Orendain. They need a good hit, but the defense, as you mentioned, that DHTSI needed to work on, they've tightened it up. Good chase down by Torzar. Here's Puzon. And finally, Calpes breaks through.
It's good now that Team Leon is in the double digits.
Patty Jane Orendain now serving. Here's Palyarca. Hendrauli tried to get that through, no good. And Calpes with back-to-back points. That lead is down to 3. Patty Jane Orendain. Not the best receive there. Puzon setting up S. Lapor. Torzar with a good dig. And Tony Natura putting it away. Danica Hendrauli serving. Acepcion with the attack, easily received there. A drop. Here's Puzon going to Calpes. Checked by Sabas. Hendrauli with the attack. And that's an attack error. So Team Leon keeping within 3 points here.
Height is now on Team Leon's side with Salamagos in the front line.
And ball goes out, point for Team Leon. Back-to-back errors on the attack for DHTSI.
Team Leon not giving up. Now they're catching up, only down by 2.
Noval, that's wide. 3 straight errors.
They could have ended this a while ago, but their errors are holding them back. I understand aggression, but we still need to focus a little bit on precision and less gigil, as they say.
Good defense by Salamagos there. Ball is still live. Es Lapor. Checked by Sabas. Here's Hendrauli sending it over. Chance ball. 2 pass. And that's in for Calpes. Sorry, that set was by Puzon. As Clavano will replace Palarca. They send back their starting setter. Acepcion with a serve. Clavano sending it to Noval. And Noval will send us to the second technical timeout. 16-15 is the score in favor of DHTSI. We'll be back. And it is 16 serving 15. Leon has kept themselves in this set. Tony Nitura with a serve. Here's Eslapor with the attack. And Hendrauli couldn't get to it in time as Eslapor will score. And assistant coach Jomel Sagun
Fixing the rotation.
Espinosa is repulsed. Chance ball here. Oh, the quick sails over to the other side. Here's Acepcion with a set. Eslapor. Clavano back to Noval. That is off the touch. So advantage goes back to DHTSI. The quick is on the line for Salamagos. Good connection between the setter and the middle blocker there. Eureka Eslapor will serve to try and get Leon the lead. Sabas checked by Acepcion. Here's Orendain. DHTSI keeps it alive. Another quick and another point. Back-to-back points for Salamagos, Shirley Salamagos. As Team Leon has gained the advantage here, 18-17. And Sabas is short. And it will be a timeout for DHTSI. We'll be back. Eureka Eslapor.
What a nice name, Eureka.
And off the block, Sabas finally is able to adjust and get the point. See, it's not just me who likes the name Eureka. Not like it's such a it's Archimedesian.
Chan.
The quick doesn't work that time. That hit by Hendrauli is wide. And point will go to Team Leon.
DHTSI had the upper hand until they kept getting errors back to back. And it's like, what just happened? You guys were doing so well a while ago.
That was 3 straight errors that brought Team Leon back into this set. And that gave the Team Leon a little bit more confidence to finally take the lead. Chance ball here for DHTSI. Clavano gets it to Espinosa. Beautiful set there.
Got in between the spikers there. Nobody was sure. Between Aslapor and Salamagos, they weren't sure whether who was going to take that ball, and no one called it. Which is what coaches would usually kill you for in training.
Here's Acepcion. Good hit. Clavano over to Sabas once again. And rolling on the net, but not quite the point. Here's Orenda in once again. Checked by Espinosa. Sabas. Rally ongoing. Here's Orenda in a third time and finally gets it. Third time's the charm for Patty Jane Orenda in.
Natura's block wasn't stable at that time and Orenda in saw it.
And not shown there in the replay, but Venice Puzon celebrating that hit. Puzon to Calpes on the line. And Leon closing in on getting a set. Got it in zone number 1. Corner pocket. If we're talking about billiards. Sabas, strong hit. Orendain once again. Nitura, back to Sabas. Here's the set. Calpes getting it in there once again. And Balingit checking into the set.
We might be seeing a replay of elimination, Sir Joel.
Here's Acepcion sending it over to the other side. Clavano setting up. Balingit, that's long. Set point for Team Leon, and DHTSI will call a timeout to try and quell this momentum. We'll be back. And Venice Puzon serving for the set here. They have 5 set points. Clavano setting it up for Hendrauli. Almost lost it there. Here's the setup. Orenda in. It's wide. But it was off the block. And so, Team Leon ties it up at 1 set apiece. getting this set number 2 at 25-19. Let's take another look at that last play.
It was so surprising on Team Leon's end that they caught up. They didn't let DHTSI's lead discourage them and made them continue fighting for that set.
And we will have the third set after this short break. Stay with us. As we take a look at the Black Mamba Energy Drink set recap, 1 set apiece. Team DHTSI getting set number 1 and Leon getting set number 2. As we take a look at some highlights from that second set, Tati, take us through this second set.
I think the number one problem for DHTSI that entire set was the fact that they kept getting errors. They were leading, they had momentum, they had the offense, they had the defense. It was all about the fact that they couldn't fix their errors. As for Team Leon, they took advantage of that, good on them, and they took this set home knowing full well that they had the capabilities of doing so.
And as you were saying, errors, in terms of errors, I counted 10 for DHTSI. Meanwhile, Team Leon only had 2 in that sorry, that's 3 on that in that second set.
10 out of 25 recorded is already in itself very concerning.
So we will see how DHTSI will bounce back, or maybe Team Leon can take this all the way and get this pivotal third set. As we take a look at the 6 on the floor, Judiel Nitura has checked into the game, and she's joined by Manukay, Nuval, Palarca, Balingit, and that is Kalisin. Palarca setting up Judiel. Here's Calpes once again. She was the dynamo in the offense of Team Leon in the second set. As Nuval gets the point, the first point in this third set.
I also believe because DHTSI super fans are on that side of the court with Team Leon, it becomes harder for Team Leon to focus as well.
Here's Puzon setting it up for Calpes once again. Checked. And it will be a point once again for DHTSI. Team Leon, the 6 on the floor are Puzon, Orendain, Acepcion, Calpes, Eslapor, and Agapay. Puzon setting it up for Calpes. Kalisin to Nuval. That is long.
Here we go again with DHTSI's errors. Hopefully they lessen it this set.
And Orendain will serve. She was also instrumental in that second set. That was a weird serve for Patty Orendain. She stopped in her tracks before taking that serve, as Calpes once again with a point for Team Leon. Let's see if that's something that she's practicing. Patty Jane Orendain with a service once again. And we are hearing cheers from the tunnel from the Perpetual Boys.
They're probably warming up.
No, because they're cheering on for Team Leon because it's also the team of Coach Maki.
Yeah! Good on them. Coach Maki about to change outfit in a bit.
So if Team DHTSI has their super fans, Team Leon also has super fans in the tunnel.
They're about to cause a riot. There's gonna be a fight.
Let's hope not. As Manukay miscalculates that spike. You can see them here.
Yes, Perpetual very loud for their women counterpart.
Here's the set. Eslapor is checked. Calpes. Good dig by Judiel Nitura. And that's Noval getting through the defense.
But this is what we mean, you know, cheers go a long way. Making sure that you have fans, the morale keeps you high on court. Because at the end of the day, volleyball, sports in general, are about entertainment. Not just for the love of the game, but for the love of the people that are watching it.
Exactly. And that's why we are also here to bring you the game wherever you may be watching this, either on YouTube or Facebook. As Team Leon gets another point. They're now up 5-3. Espinosa had to bend over backward but still couldn't save the ball. Noval is checked. Espinosa on the other side. Here's Puzon setting up. Calpes! Yes! And Calpes already has 14 points to her name. Acepcion will serve. Nitura. Dug by Acepcion. Miscommunication there by Espinosa and Palarca. Here's Espinosa once again. Eslapor. No good. Noval is blocked. Rally still ongoing. Espinosa off the block. Gets the point.
This is really anyone's game. It's all about who has the most momentum and who makes the less errors right now. Skill-wise, they're both doing pretty well, offense and defense.
As Noval will serve and get the ace.
It's the game of less errors now, Sir Joel.
Noval has not taken a rest since the first set. Here's Balingit, sends it over. Puzon setting up. Eslapor. Judiel Nitura. No one went for that ball, but it's still alive. And that will be 4 touches for DHTSI. DHTSI claiming that the ball went on the other side of the antenna, but our second referee saying that it was legal. Here's Puzon over to Salamagos. As we head to the first technical timeout, the score is 8-5, a 3-point lead in favor of Team Leon. We'll be back. And it is 8-5, a 3-point lead for Team Leon in this battle for that second finals seat in the women's division, as Calpes gets a service ace. And
You know, I think it's Perpetual's cheers.
Coach Roberto Javier perplexed right now as the defense holds up. Shirley Salamagos, like a colossus, a sentinel, waiting for any attack and sending it back. Here's Balingit. Once again, the defense, this time from Puzon. Balingit second serving. Chance ball. Here's Balingit. Still nothing going. Eslapor. They have limited Judiel Nitura into a defender, but Balingit is enough to get the point that time. Clavano will now serve to try and get some momentum back. Puzon setting it up for Eslapor, short on the attack. Clavano. Puzon. And that is long on the attack this time for Eslapor. Back-to-back attack errors. Oh, so that's on the line. Oh, off the block. Okay. Thank you, Albert. Eslapor will serve. Nitura finally gets to attack, and that's why you do not want to limit her to being a defender.
Both Nituras really showing us what they've got here in this game.
Espinosa serving. Puzon over to Orendain. And this time that is a block by Manukay. Back-to-back points for DHTSI, gets them to within 2. The quick is checked. And that's in for Balingit. As Team Leon calls a timeout, that lead is now down to 1. We'll be back. And Casey Balingit entered late in the second set. And she has performed well for DHTSI. Here she is once again. And that is off the block. The score is tied at 11. Crucial juncture in this match. The quick goes through. The running attack from Shirley Salamagos down the middle. That was like an axe hitting wood. That's wide left, sorry, wide right, wide left on the screen. Casey Balingit serving for DHTSI. Uzon setting it up for Patty Orendain. That's long. And it's a matter of DHTSI scoring more whenever they have the opportunity. Meanwhile, Team Leon right now just being able to score 1 point every time. Here's Noval. And another point for DHTSI. That's 3 points straight. Now, Team Leon will need to take advantage of this opportunity.
Right, it's a good momentum shift for Team Leon.
Cha Cunyada has checked back into the game for Patty Orendain. Noval. Oh, that is off the hands.
Beautiful spike there by Noval. She saw it and she went for it, and that's the type of aggression that you want from a player, especially in such a close match like this. It's not good to play it safe, but more play it aggressively.
Exactly, and that's what she has been doing. Just like Calpes. Who's on once again to Calpes. Checked by Clavano. Here's Noval. Calpes third time and finally gets the point. Torzar initially had that pancake there, but it still went in.
Nice coverage there by the libero of the HTSI. Unfortunately, none of her teammates reacted fast enough to help her.
It was also because the ball went behind her.
You don't know that. Somebody could have been there.
And that is long. The set is tied at 15. Crucial juncture. Next point takes us to the second technical timeout. Cha Cunyada with a serve.
Whoever gets this has momentum.
Manukay gets sent back. And that's Noval with another point, sending us to the second technical timeout. We'll be back.
DHSTI admitted they've been giving away too many points early in the set, saying binibigay na natin masyado sa kalaban. Inside one of the huddle, they kept reminding each other to wake up and stay alert, believing kaya naman talaga natin makuha yung set. It's all about better communication and tighter coordination and defense. As they started building momentum, team owner Ivan passionately reminded them, guys, no room for mistakes this time. Joel and Tati.
No room for mistakes indeed. Thank you for that report, Andrea Veloso.
I think that applies to both teams actually. There are no room for mistakes as both teams are making quite the amount of errors right now.
As Acepcion with a service ace there, giving the lead back to Team Leon.
Hopefully DHTSI doesn't allow this to happen for Team Leon to do a replay of set number 2.
As a timeout is called on the floor by DHTSI. Score is now 18-16 in favor of Team Leon. We'll be back. So it's now 18 serving 16. Acepcion staying at the service line. Calpes with a strong attack. Ball is live. Here's Calpes once again. That's short on the attack. Point for DHTSI.
DHTSI.
Noval now serving for DHTSI. Puzon getting it to Calpes. And that's Espinosa.
A fight there between Salamagos and Espinosa, the two middle blockers that have been going up against each other, one-upping each other, especially in blocking. That off-the-block attack by Espinosa was very smart.
And Espinosa won that round there. Balingit with a strong hit. Checked by Acepcion. And that is Eslapor with a score.
And now it's Espinosa's time to apologize to her teammates for mistaking on that block right there.
She didn't close it out. It actually went off of Clavano. Balingit. That's long. So Leon is now at 20. DHTSI at 18. The pendulum is swinging. Calpes, the running serve is long. Serving Clavano for DHTSI. Who's on? To Eslapor. Sending it over is Espinosa. Here's Salamagos. This time, Salamagos gets it over Espinosa. Eslapor will serve.
Not entirely sure if DHTSI's fans are making that noise to like distract Team Leon from their attacks.
Oh, that will go to Judiel Nitura. Although her points are few and far between, she needs to be a little bit more active on offense for DHTSI. Puzon setting up Salamagos once again for the running attack. Good save there. Balingit will send it over. Puzon. And Puzon with a violation.
Overreaching, I believe, on Puzon's end.
We are tied at 21 all. Chance for DHTSI to grab the lead. Ball is checked, and that's Judiel Nitura once again. Timeout is called by Team Leon as DHTSI has overtaken the lead 22-21. We'll be back. Judiel Nitura has come alive in this third set, scoring 3 points here. And she was limited to a defender's position earlier, but now she has strung together a couple of points. And that's a service ace for Espinosa. Score is now 23-21. Here's Cunyada. Ball is checked. Balingit with the attack. And that is in. Set point for DHTSI. The pendulum has definitely swung.
For a second there, I thought they were screaming defense, and I thought I was in the wrong sport for a second, Sir Joel.
What were they screaming?
DHTSI.
Oh, okay. Nitura closes it out with that strong hit.
I don't know if the viewers can hear the noise in the background, but that clutch by DHTSI got everybody off guard there.
And they will now lead 2-1 as we take another look at that kill by Judiel Nitura through the defense. We'll be back for the fourth set. This is the NDSL Volleyball Series 2025. And you're still with us here at the Playtime FILOIL Center as we take a look at the Black Mamba Energy Drink set recap. 2-1 in favor of DHTSI. It has been swinging back and forth. Sets 1 and 3 to DHTSI and set number 2 to Team Leon. As we take a look at some highlights from set number 3, Tati, take us through this set.
All right. Honestly, for DHTSI, I think they took everyone by surprise, especially in that last part of the second set. third set, sorry. As we move in on to the fourth set, hopefully this momentum stays with them. But as we know, Team Leon is always full of surprises with tricks up their sleeve with Captain Puzon. So I wouldn't really put it past them for them to like catch up and move this up to a fifth set.
DHTSI was down 19 to 21 when they strung together 6 straight points to win that third set behind the timely hits of Judiel Nitura and the strong serving of Espinosa, Shika Jin Espinosa. And now serving to start this fourth set is Casey Balingit. Puzon setting it up. S. Lapor sent back by Tony Nitura. And so the Nitura sisters are now on the floor at the same time.
Both of them doing very well in their own positions, the Nitura sisters.
Here's the setup. S. Lapor once again gets it through. And she will score. Eureka S. Lapor. Faminiano checks in as the libero. Clavano to Noval. Here's Cunyada. That's in. Take another look at that play. Good set up there. Puzon to Cunyada. Clavano back to Judiel Nitura. Off the block. Oh, nobody could get to that second ball. Service ace for Judiel Nitura, giving DHTSI back the lead now. Take another look at that. Faminiano was able to cover, but nobody got to the second ball. Here's Calpes, off the fingers of Tony Nitura. So Salamagos checks back in. Clavano with a 1-2. No good. Calpes. Checked by Judiel. And swiping left was Noval. She did not want the defense. There was no match. So she swiped left.
Everybody that's watching, please type haha in chat just for Sir Joel.
This is the last day of Tito jokes here at the NDSL Volleyball Series as Cunyada is sent back by Clavano. Tony Nitura, as we take another look at that last play. And that is a service ace for Tony Nitura. 3 straight points for DHTSI, giving them a 3-point lead, 6-3.
Here we go again with DHTSI pulling away. But as we know, we shouldn't put it past Team Leon for catching up.
Judiel. Good dig from Eslapor. And Calpes, no. Judiel on the other side. Acepcion with the second ball. Cunyada will give a chance ball to DHTSI. And Noval checked by Eslapor. Cunyada, the strong attack. Rally on going. 1-2 doesn't go. Noval the soft and tender touch.
Right there in the center for Noval.
And Orendain will check back in for Cunyada. She has just not been effective in this match. Here's the setup, the quick. Judiel, no. Good instincts by Puzon. Noval. Good dig by Orendain there. Noval once again. Here's Puzon. To Salamagos, no. Ball is live. Orendain. Clavano had another 1-2 try. Still nothing going. She's been trying that as much as she can. It's still alive, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, that's off an error. 5 straight points as we head to our first technical timeout. Score is 8-3 in favor of DHTSI. We'll be back. And the DHTSI have strung together 5 straight points to head out to a 5-point lead.
But we shouldn't underestimate Team Leon.
As that quick connection between Puzon and Salamagos works once again.
You know that Team Leon doesn't get easily discouraged just because DHTSI is leading.
And Clavano back to Espinosa. Orendain will try. One more. And finally Orendain gets something. Leon mounting some momentum. Calpes will serve for Team Leon. They're trailing by 3. Costly service error. The last 2 points scored by DHTSI have been off of errors by Team Leon. Here's Orendain once again. Blocked by Clavano. And that's short for Espinosa.
Espinosa, wrong timing there. But good adjust by Clavano on that misreceive.
Patty Jane Orendain. Balingit. Her first attack doesn't go. And that's a net touch on Balingit.
You know,
On Team Leon.
yes, so you know, ever since a while ago, the errors of Team Leon are giving it to DHTSI, which is what they do not need to do right now.
This is do or die for Team Leon here. Win or go home. Good dig by Puzon there. And Calpes, though, is long on her attack. They have now raced ahead to a 5-point lead. Orendain from the middle. Checked by Clavano. Balingit is able to save that. And good defense by Salamagos.
Nice read there by Salamagos and Eslapor, knowing full well where the ball was going to go, reading the setter, reading Clavano on DHTSI's end.
So Salamagos will now serve. Here's Judiel Nitura finding a spot in zone number 1.
See, now I thought DHTSI superfans were saying Universidad ng Pilipinas, and I was like, where? I don't think they're in this game.
Eslapor is repelled. Tony Nitura. No, that was Judiel Nitura. According. Well, at least it was still a Nitura.
It doesn't matter. It's one of the sisters in the same team. They're a team together.
Let's take another look at that. Yes, it was Judiel. And they immediately looked at Marvani to confirm who actually made the block. Pamiñano gets it to Eslapor. Clavano back to Tony. Short on the attack.
Tony has been struggling on her attacks ever since a while ago. Hopefully she'll be able to adjust as we move in on to the second technical timeout.
They still are up by 5, 13-8.
Still a long way to go for Team Leon.
And dump by Eslapor is checked. And that is in once again for Judiel Nitura.
Good on Natura, but then again, this is about the same time last set where Team Leon started to catch up on DHTSI. So hopefully on their end, on DHTSI's end, they won't be able to do that.
And that's a service ace for Casey Balingit. I don't know if that was her intention, but it was a point nonetheless.
I mean, a point is a point after all.
Here's the set by Puzon to Sebastian, who has checked back into the game. Nuval sends it over. Puzon over to Calpes. That's a point for Calpes. I thought it had been blocked.
There was an attempt to save it by the foot by Naval.
Eureka Eslapor serving. They're trying to get back into this game. And that's not how you do it. As we head to the second technical timeout, the score is 16-9 in favor of DHTSI. We'll be back. Judiel Nitura didn't start this match, but she has been instrumental in the juggernaut that is DHTSI.
On Team Leon's end, Calpes had to get stretched by assistant coach just because of cramps, I believe, on her calves.
as that is an attack error. Too long for Nuval, so cramps coming into play here.
That could be one of the reasons why, she's been attacking a little less there to avoid injury.
Here's Tony Nitura, lace it up, but not in. Judiel from the back line. Who's on? Over to Patty Jane. Balingit able to check it. Noval, check. Chance ball. The quick doesn't go. Orendain once again. Judiel is there. Here's Noval. Sebastian checks it. Orendain. The defense is there. Almost. And that will go out.
Miscommunication by Team Leon, which they cannot have right now, especially if they want to be able to catch up, as DHTSI is nearing the 20s, and we both know if they don't reach 15 by the time DHTSI reaches 20, it's going to be harder for Team Leon to be able to catch up.
It seems that Team Leon is fading a little here as DHTSI is getting stronger by the rally. Calpes dug by Judiel, and that attack, Leon saying that they did not touch that ball, and Nuval getting that point as a timeout is called by Team Leon. Coach Mackey wants to talk things over. We'll be back. DHTSI has raced ahead to an 8-point lead, 18-10 here in the fourth set. Chance to close it out and get that second seat in the women's division finals. Who's on? Over to Calpes. Here's Nuval once again, and she gets it in. And Team Leon does not know what hit them. But Conyada showing some resistance. Here's Conyada with the attack. That's off the block. Conyada stringing a couple of points together. Calpes will serve. And Nuval gets it through once again. (20-12). In favor of DHTSI. Conyada. Balingit sends it over. Who's on? The runner from Salamagos doesn't go. Balingit. Conyada. She has gotten her offense going lately, but Espinosa getting it through.
Espinosa really doing well by the middle block now, being more consistent rather than the set before. But I think it's because of the run that's been going on right now.
Exactly. Here's Cunyada. Balingit is sent back. Second try is out. There's a net touch. Point for DHTSI. They are now 3 points away from winning the match. And that's long from Cunyada. Two points away from getting that second seat. Abigail Noval with a set. With a serve straight into the net. Cha Cunyada trying to keep the hopes of Team Leon alive.
It's not over till it's over, Sir Joel.
Exactly. Balingit. Good defense there by Salamagos.
Until the points reach 25, Team Leon still has a chance to catch up.
Although this is a very steep hill to climb. And Balingit with an intelligent move.
Balingit saw that opening. Unfortunately for Team Leon's libero, she wasn't able to read that by Balingit going over the blockers.
Match point saved there by Team Leon. Salamagos will serve. And no, it will be Tupas serving now. Last ditch effort by Team Leon. Here's Clavano, dumping it to Balingit. No good. Here's Espinosa. And that is it. Chica Jin Espinosa winning it for DHTSI.
Espinosa celebrating on that last point over there. But you know what? Good run for Team Leon. They tried their best. Bringing a 4-set match already in itself is a good thing. Lots of Team Leon's players did stand out, you know, and I think that's good. They were on equal footing. It was more of just like who made the less errors, who had the most consistent attack points, and who kept their momentum going.
And a lot of the attack points from DHTSI coming off strong hits from several of their players. Of course, set up by Clavano. As we take a look at the Black Mamba Energy Drinks set recap. 3 sets to 1, 25-20, 19-25, 25-21, and 25-15. Take a look at highlights from that 4th set.
Yes, beautiful, you know, fight for DHTSI. They did their best, and it showed, you know, their second place rank here in the NDSL. Hopefully, when they go against AFP in the finals, we'll see a long 5-set match.
Hopefully, that is what we are set up for, as we have our standout spiker of the game with Andrea Veloso. Andrea, take it away.
Thank you, Joel. Our best player of the game, none other than Abby Noval of DHTSI. Congratulations, Abby. After losing that second set, paano nyo ba naibalik yung momentum sa side nyo?
Bali, bumalik kami sa training namin kung ano talaga yung tinitraining namin, especially sa service receive namin, nakulangan kami sa depensa sa likod. So, doon kami nag-focus, kaya tuloy-tuloy yung panalo namin sa mga sumunod na set.
Abby, pasok na kayo sa finals against AFP. Any message to your team papasok dun sa finals na yun?
Message ko sa team, sa mga teammates ko is mas magpursige pa sila sa training namin kasi doon talaga kami nagle-level up eh. So, lagi lang sipag, then thank you sa kanila kasi napanalo namin yung game na to. Especially sa mga coaches namin.
Baka may gusto ko pang batiyan at syempre, ay, nawala yung mga fans nyo, pero pasalamatan mo naman yung mga suporta na nakuha nyo ngayon.
First of all, nagpapasalamat ako sa suporta na binibigay sa akin ng boss ko, si Coast Guard Captain Serote po ng Special Service Center, and ang manager namin si Pres and si Mami Rox, and binabati ko yung magulang ko sa Laguna, and yung partner ko nandito si Renwa. Ayun lang po, thank you.
Good luck with the finals, Abby, and congratulations. Back to you, Joel.
Abby Nuval scoring 21 points en route to that win for DHTSI, and they book a ticket to the finals against the AFP Lady Gunner. Up next, we've got Signal HD Spikers going up against the Quinto Perpetual Altas. On behalf of my partner Tati Dulce and our courtside reporter Andrea Veloso, this has been Joel Percon. We hope to see you in that main game. This is the National Developmental Sports League Volleyball Series 2025.